my channel. My name is Heather, and it's
time for a reading with Shadow and Shine.
Not just like feeling alone, but misunderstood.
And you've probably already swiped by now because let's be real, you have an attention span that is less than that of a goldfish. And by you, I don't mean you personally, so don't take offense to that, but I just mean when it comes to human beings as a whole, nobody is willing to like stick around and watch anything for a decent amount of time, period, on any platform, anywhere, of any topic. Anyways, go and watch that original creator's video that I've stitched here because I resonated with what she said so incredibly deeply. And I feel like this is something that I just struggle with, and I continually struggle with it in life. Actually, astrologically, it kind of makes sense, unfortunately. My Pluto and my moon are conjunct natally in my birth chart. And it's funny because if I look at the app, the pattern, you know, it gives you like little definitions and meanings about different aspects and that kind of thing. And it actually says for that particular conjunction that I am likable but misunderstood. And I would say that's pretty accurate because for the most part, people don't hate on me or anything like that, which I appreciate, don't get me wrong. I don't want the negative attention. For the most part, people do like me, but I feel like a lot of the times people like me for what I can do for them or what I can bring for them, kind of a thing. That they don't really like me for me, that they don't really know me for me is what it comes down to. So there's a lot of misunderstanding that winds up going into that. And it's funny because when it comes to social media, like you can go to any social media marketing guru kind of thing, and they will all tell you the same thing. People want authenticity, right? People want you to be the real you. They want you to present yourself. That's what people are craving, right? And I do believe that 1,000,000%. But the problem is you have to jump through hoops in order for anyone to get to see you. There's a disconnect. There's a dissonance between that authenticity and then like grabbing people's attention to even be seen in the first place, because no one's going to see your authenticity and who you really are unless you're given the opportunity to be seen. I like myself, and I don't mean that in a conceited, full of myself kind of a way. I am well aware that I have plenty and many flaws as well, but I like myself, flaws and all. And when I'm on social media, I enjoy using filters. I enjoy using them. I'm using one right now, for that matter. And I've been told in the past how I shouldn't really be using filters because it takes away from that authenticity. And maybe to a degree that could be true, but you know what? I like them. I like using them. Other people use them. I don't see how that's going to stop people necessarily from checking out any of my content. Also, I don't always necessarily like being on camera. I don't want to always be on camera. I'm a Scorpio rising. That's a very Scorpio rising kind of a thing. If you know, you know. Anyways, that's not to say that I won't be on camera, because clearly here I am right now. But it's got to be on my terms when I'm in the mood for it. But I still want to bring you guys content. I still want to do readings for you. So sometimes I'll just show you the cards. And those are usually on days where I don't want to put on makeup and I don't want to do the whole thing. And I don't even want to use a filter to hide it or nothing. So yeah, like I don't feel like those things should stop people, I guess you could say, from tuning in. And if me not always putting myself on camera or using filters sometimes, if those things are going to stop people from tuning in, well, then those are just probably not my people. And I'm okay with that, and I've accepted that. But the thing is, when I kind of like force myself to be on or take that filter off or, you know, force myself to be on a day when I don't necessarily really want to be on or whatever. I feel like people can pick up on that. People pick up on energy. You know, despite the fact that we live in a very weird world where you would think there's a lot of people, people are not stupid when it comes down to energy. You know, the vibes be vibing. And if I'm doing a reading on here and I'm not necessarily like wanting to be on camera, people are going to pick up on that, and that's going to deter people. So I would rather just show you guys the cards on a day like that than force myself to be on. I'm tired of the catchy hooks that'll keep people in instead of swiping away, because once again, that's not authentic. Like if I'm having a genuine, real conversation with you or someone out in the wild, I don't go up to them with a hook, like I gotta hook you in with the attention in order for you to talk to me. Like that's not natural. That's not natural human behavior. I hate having to do that. So once again, I feel like that's not authentic. I hate doing that. I'm just kind of venting off to you guys. Like these are just things that have been weighing on me. Bottom line is I like myself. And I just want to be myself, and I don't want to have to constantly feel like I have to put myself into boxes or follow a certain criteria just to have anyone watch a video is what it comes down to. Like it just feels like it's not worth it to me. I want community and I want to connect with people, but that's not the way that I want to wind up going about it, is what it comes down to. Yeah. I like the creations I make, whether it's my oracle decks or images that maybe I include on like my gram of the Insta or other places. I like the thumbnails that I use. Even if they're not the most eye-catching and the most appealing to the public, I like them. And if I don't like what I'm doing, then why am I even here? If I don't like it, you're not going to like it. But I know someone out there is going to connect with it. And those are the people I'm trying to seek out and find. And it may be a very small select group of people. And I'm totally okay with that. I just want to find those right people. And I'm just hoping that the algorithm somehow does its thing and helps me find them, because it seems to find me everybody else who could care less than the people who may actually be invested. So in a lot of ways, I feel like some things here are going to be changing with the way I do social media. I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be doing social media, but I'm also going to try and start doing some more live in-person kind of things. And I will tell you about that. I will let you know about that. That's going to be for a separate video, for a separate time, a separate thing. But yeah, that's where I'm kind of shifting my focus and going in a different direction. But I will still be around, but I'm going to be myself and I'm going to do my own thing. And if you're on board with me, great. And if you're not, then you've probably already swiped way long ago. So if you're interested in community like tarot, astrology, twin flames, spirit babies, all those kinds of things, then hang out here with me. We'll have fun. I heard Threads was a good place to connect with people, and I have tried it, and I have made some interesting connections, but I don't like how salesy everyone is, because I did like one post, like just kind of putting feelers out there about what other tarot readers were doing and how they were connecting with their audience and that kind of thing. And I got this girl come at me, and all she was doing was advertising her business that helps promote spiritual businesses. That's not what I was asking for. I was asking to just like connect with others and to create a conversation. So if it's a salesy kind of thing, I'm not interested. I want genuine conversations. I don't need a link to your business. Now it's fine if we eventually get to that point and maybe I get to know you a little bit, then maybe we can talk about that. But right off the bat, total turn off. Anyways, yeah, just a little rant, just random thoughts in my brain. I am just dumping out here. And this video is way too long anyways, but maybe it'll stay in the drafts. Maybe I'll post it. We'll see. It's a wild card. Go to this comment for context, but this right here, the whopping 2 views, in the past 2 hours is just another compound layer on top of everything else. And even if people are not swiping super fast, passing by, on top of that, there's also suppression, just algorithm, social media suppression. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not doing anything bad. I'm not talking about anything controversial. I'm just sharing my heart with the world and being myself. But for whatever reason, yeah, let's suppress that. Makes absolutely no sense. Make it make sense.